Hello Floss Tube, I'm Nicole and this is DD's Floss Tube and I've just hit triple digits. It's 100 episodes. So let's get started. Good evening everybody and welcome to the Sunshine Coast. I am at Marchetti and I am on my last day of retreat. I've got a couple more hours to go, so I thought I would film, and this is my lovely backdrop. I'll just bring the camera up and you can have a look. So this has been my view for the last couple of days. So I thought that I would film my floss tube here and show you what I've been up to. Of course, I haven't got much stitching done prior to coming to retreat, and to be honest, I haven't got a lot of stitching done while at retreat. I've been catching up with everybody, so it's been absolutely fabulous. I've had a lot of laughs. I've had a lot of, you know, meeting people. I've met some subscribers as well. So hey, Rolanda. Hi to all the ladies that sat at my table. So that's Jenny D, Jenny T, we had Anne, we had Louise, we had Kylie, and we had Kate. So thank you for the company this week, ladies. I have had a fabulous time and had some great laughs with them as well. But I have been doing a little bit of shopping, and I also have been doing a little bit of stitching. Now, I did work on my two HAEDs that I spun up, and I did work on my Wicked, but I forgot to bring it with me. It is still sitting at home. So I'm going to show you what I've got here. And I actually thought I packed it, but I didn't. So I do apologise for that. All right, so as I said, I'm sorry about that. My mic just cut out. So not that you would have known that unless I told you. But anyway, I've got some haul to show you, some stitching to show you, and hopefully you can hear me okay and the wind's not being picked up too much. I do have my mic on and I've got it shoved down my top, so it should stop the wind a bit. As you can see, it's a bit windy behind me. All right, so we've had lucky door prizes and all that sort of stuff. I did win a chart, but a friend of mine, Jenny, was sitting beside me. And it wasn't something that I was going to do, so I gave it to her, and she has now left. So basically what I will do first is we will go through the stitching that I've worked on, and I'm going to start with my HAED. And I worked on, you would have known, I spun up Wicked, Tricksy and Coles. So that's what it looks like. Okay, now I've got a couple of hundred stitches into this. It's not very exciting, I can assure you. It is not very exciting at all. This is on 20... So on 25 count easy grid, I'm doing two strands full cross, and I'm using the Call DMC obviously, and I started this in 2020 and I haven't worked on this very much at all. But that's what I've got down in here, just done down here. I've got about just under 200 stitches, I think, done in that. So it's a little bit more progress, not as much as I would have liked, but it's a little bit more progress. I'm trying to at least work on one HAED a month and try and get some stitches in. But as you all know, my Red Dragon is my focus piece, and I sort of want to keep focusing on that. The next one that I worked on is Which Way, and it is by Molly Harrelson, and I'm stitching this on 28 count, and I'm doing 10 stitch with this one because it speeds up the process, and I'm doing two strands. over 1 10 stitch. So it's quite a substantial amount of thread that's going into it, and it's giving me really good coverage. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I don't think you're even going to be able to see where I've done, because it was a light pink, and I've just been doing like filling in. So all in this section here, I started filling in. It was all very sporadic like this, so I've started filling in. And again, I got about 150, 200 stitches on this. I wasn't really counting, mainly because I had to update my pattern keeper, and I hadn't updated it from my phone, because I work with my phone and then I update it on my tablet, or vice versa. But yeah, so I'm getting close. So this is the bottom of the page, this is the side of the page, and so I've just got that little bit there, and then we'll have a page finished. So I'm hoping to have that done maybe by the end of the year, with any luck. I'm not stressing myself about getting it absolutely smashed out or anything like that. I'm just doing the best that I can. And we all know that how crazy busy I am, and how I overcommit myself. All right, the next one that I worked on, which I'm just going to show you now because it's the easiest one to get, is Snow Village. I got some stitches in this while I've been at retreat. I'm working on this little chart here, which is the Skate and Sled Shop. Okay, that's by Country Cottage Needleworks. As you know, I'm doing it in a full piece, and this is also my stitch with me that I do every Monday. So we are down on the second row, and let me just put something behind that. There we go, that makes it a little bit better. So I've got all this section just here done today. I worked on that, so that's 304 stitches that I've managed to get in today. So not a great deal of stitches went into my cross stitch over the weekend, but you know, I come away to retreat so I can disconnect from social media, and I can just relax and hang out with some friends. So it's really good, because a lot of us have been retreating together for the last few years, and it's been absolutely fabulous. All right, so the next one that I worked on is Pick Your Poison. This has been quite popular at the retreat. A lot of people really liked the look of this. It's by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween 2020 edition. That's what it's going to look like. And I have got I'm pretty much over halfway through. I just had lunch, so now I've got the hiccups. All right, so let me just put this magazine behind it, because that'll be a bit easier and it won't blow around. But that's what I've got it done. So I finished off the bottles. I've backstitched the 2 small ones, and I've just got a pentagram to go on that 1 second in. I've got to finish doing the backstitch on that. I've got Poison and 3 more bottles to do, but I should have this finished pretty much in the next month, because I'm going to continue working on it so close to a finish, and that'll be another one for the year. But it is so cute. I absolutely love it. I do have a lot of backstitch, and I'll just show you here. So you can see here I've got a lot of backstitch to do webbing and whatnot. And I was going to do it while I was here, but I decided to wait till I get home, because I want to try a Cosmo thread that I've got. And it's got like little sparkles in it, so it'll look like dew on, like, you know, when you see a spider web in the morning, it's got the dew drops on it. It'll make it look like that. So I'm going to give that a go and see how it turns out. I'll do a little test up in the corner here and see if I like it before I go the whole way. If not, I just got Weeks Dye Works, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. I got a Weeks Dye Works that I think would work really well for it. I just don't want to go with a plain white. I want to dress it up a little bit. So that's what I got done. I've been working on that at the retreat as well. So I had a little bit done during the week, but most of that's been done here. And the one that you're probably all wondering about, which was going to be my focus piece for the retreat, is Halloween Quaker. And that's what that's going to look like. And as you know, I have bodged this one up, and it's been it's been the comic relief of the retreat, because I've been hustling myself and whatnot. But I have worked on it. It is out of the Q-snap. I have made so many mistakes on this, as you all know. I'm now in Fudge Town. So now what is happening is I have got the spider web where it's supposed to be. There is definitely a mistake up the other end somewhere. I don't know where it is. I am not pulling it out. I have put far too many stitches in. It is across. The bottom border is across by 2 or 3 stitches, and the spider is where it's supposed to be. So my jack-o'-lantern and the little bits at the end are definitely going to fit. So these little motifs in here will actually fit. This is too far over. So there is a mistake somewhere here because I've counted off this end and there's a mistake somewhere there, but it is what it is now. So this is where we're at. Oh, I don't think you're going to see that behind there. So let me just put this behind. Okay, sorry about that. It was just the cleaners. So this is where I have worked this weekend up in here. So now I have finished Happy Halloween. I finished that. I've just got to do the witch's face. I got the spiders in, but you can see there that I've had to readjust. Well, that's right up to the spiders. So I've still got to do the webbing for that, and I'm thinking I'm going to use that Cosmo thread as well. But I've got enough room here for the little motifs that I just showed you. The spiders are in and they're counted off properly where they're supposed to be. But you can see here there's obviously a problem up here because this one is too close and this is now too close. I'm not pulling it out. I don't care. So what will happen is I've got a little swirl that's going to go in here. I'll probably put a little diamond motif in there. I've got a bat to come down in here, and I've got those other motifs here. Okay, and then this side, once I've done the web and the fluffy bits off the spiders, that'll be done, that end. And then I can get down to the other end where we know that there is a mistake. And you can see I've got part of the cat in, and the cat is going to come too close to this. So what I'm thinking of doing is finishing off the ghost. I'm going to probably pull out the candle, pull out the owl, then I'm going to put the cats in the center there. I'm going to get rid of the skeletons altogether, and then I'm going to add back in the owl somewhere down here, put in the candle one, and then I'll just take some of these little motifs and fill up the space. There is a swirl that goes here, so that's all going to be fine, and then I'll have my little ghost. So that is my solution to this problem, and then of course I do have to put my date down here when I finish it. So I am like, I can smell a finish now. We are so close to a finish, and I'm sorry that I can't show you all together, but I have taken a photo of it, and I'll probably put it up on social media so you can see it up there. But you can see that it is, you know, with that, like when you're looking at it from back here, it's going to be fine. Like it's just going to be missing those skeletons, but I think that's the best way that I can go to fit that all in. All right, so I'm pretty excited. We are getting very, very close to the end of this one. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm a little bit disappointed that I buggered it up so much, but at the same time, it's just going to be my piece, and that's the beauty about those Quaker ones, because they're just motifs. You can just move them around if you make a mistake. You just have to concentrate and realize that it's not going to be exactly the same as what it was when you first started out. But that is all the stitching that I have done, which I'm really happy with the stitching that I've got done in the last week, considering I know how busy I was before I left. It was just flat out, and I didn't even have time to do up stuff for the goodie bag or anything for the retreat because I've just been flat out. There's lots of cars around and whatnot too. There's a road over there behind me as well. But yeah, I've had a lovely time at retreat, and I've really enjoyed myself. I'm ready to go back and do the 5 quilts that I've got to do, and also prepare for my next retreat, which is on the 11th of November, and that's up at the Bunya Mountains. So yeah, it's been flat out. All right, so I have done some purchasing while I've been here as well, and I've won some prizes as well. As I said, I won a chart that I gave to my friend, and I also won a book. This is not the book that I won, no. I ended up swapping it with another lady that won a book because this wasn't her cup of tea, and the book I won wasn't my cup of tea either, and she was more interested in mine, so we just done a swap. So I will talk about this on the channel once I've read it. I don't really know what it's about, and I'm not going to read it what it's about, but she's also wrote written and wrote at the same thing, and it come out like that. So she's also wrote If You Knew Her. So yeah, and excuse me, it's a bit different talking outside. Your throat gets a lot drier. Excuse me. All right, so yeah, I will keep you posted what that is about, and then yeah, once I'm finished it, I will probably pass this on. All right, so the other things that I've got is, now I've talked about this on the channel before. on the 1st of December, Chrissy and I are, sorry, Chrissy. Chrissy and I are starting Peppermint Lane Houses by Pansy. Oh, I've forgotten what it is. Is it Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery? I think it is. So it's called Peppermint Lane House, and we're starting that. And there's 9 in the series. So while I've been here, I have actually got some floss because I'm going to do it mostly in DMC. But the house I'm going to do in the called for colours. But I found a couple of the other called for colours here while I was here. So I grabbed them. And the one that I'm super excited about, and I'm going to talk about in a moment, but I got some, and they're Weeks Dye Works, and then I'll just fill in the rest with DMC. So one of the colours is Collards, and that's a green colour. And so, let's see if it'll show it. No, it's going to show up. So that is the colour that I have decided to go with. I don't like the colour Collard, so I've gone for Hunter, which is my favourite green in the Weeks Dye Works, especially for trees and Christmas and that sort of stuff. And then I've also got Brick, which is also in it as well, which, you know, I mean, you're not really seeing these colours. When I get home and I start working on it, you'll get to see these colours a little bit better. So we've got Brick, and I got Red Pear, which is the main colour of the house in it. And I'll insert a picture hopefully I've inserted a picture. I may not have, but yeah, so hopefully you can see what it's about. But we're going to start that as a stitch along on the 1st of December. So if you want to join us, they are available in PDF. So if you don't want to wait, and they've got a DMC conversion, so you don't have to do it in the fancy floss. But I found the snowflake one, and I don't know whether you can see the different colours in that. Okay. I thought that would have been a perfect one. I would have preferred to use that for Snow Village. I know that it would have been expensive, but I would have preferred to use that for Snow Village because it's got hints of pink and blue in it as well. And that's the colour that I'm thinking I'm going to do for the spiderweb on Halloween Quaker. So, yeah, so I got some of those. So I can start that now, and I've got the rest of the DMC colours. And many, oh, and the fabric that I'm doing with that, I also got that too. And I got this from number 12 Stitch Co. She's got an Etsy store, which I will hold up for you and link down below. But that is her card. Are you ready for this, people? I am stitching the little houses on 46 count. Yes, that's right. You heard me right. 46 count. And this is the colour. It looks very vintage, very, very, very prim. She dyes all her own fabrics. They're absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so this is 46 count. It's called Bull Dust. And this is approximately 18 by 30 inches. And she's just got it on the back of her card, daylights might vary, but I've got 2 of the same, and this camera, the colour, it's not doing justice. So I will probably take a picture of this and put it up on social media so you can see it, and I'll have all her information there as well. But I'll also link her shop down below. Yeah, and she's on Instagram as well. And she does a lot of sampler sort of stuff, Blackbird's design she had here at the retreat. And I'm going to put a montage of, it'll be a separate video, but I'm going to put a montage of pictures and stuff of everything that's gone on, like that I've got. I haven't taken a lot, but I'll just put a little montage together, and then that way you can see the different stuff. All right, I also from her, I got, which I'm pretty excited about, I got 2 patterns from her. One is I'm going to join Chrissy and Deb from Frog Cottage Designs. They are doing a birthday stitch. I haven't got my floss yet, and I haven't got my fabric yet because I didn't find any of the fabric that I like there. So I am going to check at home, and then I've seen some other colours, so I can go onto her website and grab some. But I also have another colour coming from Carolyn from from Stitch in Time down in Tasmania, that I might grab an extra piece off, and I've seen that colour and I think it'll look nice on that. But I am doing this Blackbird design. It is called Humming of Bees, and I will be doing this. So this will start to make an appearance on the channel once I start it. I've still got to get my floss, but I'm thinking that I am going to actually stitch this in DMC. because it has the DMC conversion. And yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to stitch it in DMC. I may do the house in the called for colours in the fancy floss. I'll see how I go, because, you know, I'm saving up for Savannah to go to uni, so I've got to watch my pennies. But I want to start it. So yeah, I'll have a look and see what I've got at home and see what I can colour convert out, because we know that I like to do that. I just get on Google and I punch it in, and then I find a colour very close to it. All right, now, many years ago, well, not many, but 2020, I think it was, it may have been even 2019, the end of, I was watching someone's floss tube. I couldn't tell you who it is right now. It may have even been the Fat Quarter Shop that I was watching. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to stop this from rattling, put something heavy on that because the wind's catching it. Yeah, so it could have been the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm not 100% sure where I seen it, but I went to buy them, and it was going to cost me a pretty penny to just get some of these things. So what I'm talking about is the Sue Hills Designs, and it's got the charts and the finishing instructions for the little sleds. Okay, and I was talking to Nicola from that was here who was selling them, and it's from the same place that I got the fabric from. And I was talking to Nicola, and she had the brown sleds in, so I couldn't find them anywhere here in Australia. And then I just gave up looking when I went onto the Fat Quarter Shop. It wasn't cost effective by the time I paid postage and all that sort of stuff, and then it ended up going pear-shaped anyway with the pandemic. But she had these little carriages here. They're in brown, but she told me what I need to do. So all I've got to do is to Bunnings and grab some chalkboard paint, and you can spray them, and then they'll be white like this. So I got these. I'm going to stitch these ones up, and then Jenny got a different set, because there's 3 different sets. I think she got this set here. And so I'll stitch mine. She's got 4 or 5 to stitch as well. And then she'll stitch hers, and then we'll swap charts. So yeah, and so I got the little sleds, yes, not sleighs, sleds, to go with it. So now I've just got to go and get some paint, but I'm going to put them away. I probably won't get them done for this Christmas, but I'm definitely going to start stitching them. I've got some scrap, even weave and all the rest of it, but they're so adorable, and I just thought they're the other ones that you can get as well, and they're the ones that I'm going to be stitching. These are very Nordic, yes, Swedish type. So yeah, that is all of the patterns that I got, which I'm pretty happy about. As I said, I got 4 of these, so 1 each for me and Brennan, and 1 for, because I'll just start with 4 and then I'll work from there. And then I was super chuffed because she had these little scrap bags of finishing. So I got some of those, and then I got some autumn colours, because we all know I love autumn colours. These were $5 a bag, little scraps. So these are just for my personal stuff. She goes, you know, there'll be stuff there for pillows and stuff like that. Then we've got some shaggy trim. We're pretty happy with that. And then I got these ones as well. So I got some more autumn colours. I got 2 of those. So it's got greens, oranges, it's got browns. It's close to like a 3371 is the brown. And then I got this one, which is very earth toned, like winter colours sort of thing. It's not really showing up on the camera. Maybe a bit closer. Got a bit of light green, some emerald green, some shaggy, and some chenille. So that is all that I've got so far. Obviously, there is still time to do some more shopping. But I'm really happy with these little trims, because they come in perfect for like doing all my smalls and stuff like that. And sometimes there was a case the other day I went to finish something and I didn't have it there. So it's good that now I've got that little bit of bits and pieces that I can now do little finishes and stuff like that. And I'm so happy I got these. I think it worked out to get the pattern. By the time I got it shipped and got 4 of these, it was going to cost like 110 US to get it to me. I ended up getting these for a little over $50, including the pattern. Oh, that was 2 patterns. So yeah, so I did really well. I was really, really happy with what I ended up getting for my money. So I'm so happy that I'll be able to make them and get them on the tree. And as I said, I'll make 1 each for the girls so they can take that with them when they leave home, and then there'll be 1 each for me and Brennan, and then if I feel like doing any more afterwards, I will. But that is all of my stitching. That is all of my haul. It's a little after lunch on the Sunday. I've got a couple more hours of stitching. I'm here until 4 o'clock, and then I'll be heading home. So I've got a 2.5-hour drive home. I also went to Spotlight and whatnot, but I didn't bring that fabric out. So I'm going to show you that in either on Slow Stitching Saturday or during the week, or crafting with DDs, or whatever. So you'll end up seeing the fabric that I got. I got some gingham to do for finishing and stuff like that. So yeah. So as I said, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you being here and helping me celebrate my 100th episode. Now, don't forget to, if you're watching me for the first time and you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, we actually have a giveaway happening at the moment. And if you leave a comment down below and the flag from which country you come from, so I know whether you're international or Australian, where you're actually residing right now. On Friday, when I do my, if all things go to plan this week, on Friday when I do my floss tube, I will be drawing I will be closing off the competition, and I will be doing on the Sunday, I will do a short of the winner for the prize. Okay, so if you're from Australia, you will get a mystery box. If you're overseas, you will get a $50 gift voucher from a 123 Stitch. And if you're from the UK or somewhere like that and you don't shop at the 123 Stitch, I will converse with you and find out where you like to shop, and I'll get you a gift certificate from there. Okay, so because I have had a couple of people say to me, oh, I don't really shop at 123 Stitch, and that's okay. Not everybody shops at the same stores. I'm happy to work with you if you win. But as I said, that is it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, thank you to all the lovely ladies that I spent the weekend with, because I know that some of you are going to watch this. It was great meeting you all, especially to Rolanda, who has shown me all her beautiful grime guards and project bags that she's made off the channel. I do appreciate you being very, very excited and showing me all your lovely makes. They were absolutely beautiful, if I haven't already said that. And also congratulations to Rolanda, because she has branched out from 14 count Ada onto even with the help of all the lovelies at the table. So we're very excited for her. She's got a whole new world of stitching in front of her now. So that's very, very exciting. But again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you all at the end of the week for another floss tube. Don't forget to leave your name down below with your country's flag or where you reside, so I know where you reside from. And good luck, everybody, and thank you for being around for 100. If you're only new, thank you for being here for this video. Have a wonderful day, get lots of stitching, and I will see you all again next time. Bye for now.